Hi everyone, I'll be with you shortly. Just making sure everything's set up. Hi Julie. Hi Kathy. Thanks for sharing, Julie. I love it when you guys share. That really gets my name out there. I appreciate all the help. Okay, we're going to get started. So tonight, I just started, seems like, this Design with Debbie, and we're on episode 10 already. Isn't that cool? So we're going to be doing the smooshing technique. That's what you see in the background here. I hope you guys can see that. Hi Diane, hi Wendy, hi Sandy. Welcome everyone. Now I'm going to go through what I need for products and measurements. And again, this is the card for those of you just chiming in. And for this one, I used Perfect Plum and Tempting Turquoise, which are two colors that are retiring. I'm so sad to see these go. I don't know if you guys liked both of these colors. And I'm going to use Pink Pirouette for the other card, but we're going to use the Perfect Plum. So all three of these colors are retiring. So for measurements, we need Pink Pirouette, 8.5 by 5.5. Perfect Plum, 5 1/4 by 4. Glossy paper, 5 by 3 3/4. As you can see, that's glossy. I did tell some of you guys, if you didn't have glossy paper, that you can try it with photo paper. I don't know if that's going to achieve the same results, but we'll give it a try. Perfect Plum, 1 by 4. Pink Pirouette, 3/4 inch by 4. And Whisper White, 1/2 inch by 3. Now I wanted to show you guys 3 of the pinks that we are still going to have. So the Pink Pirouette was a lot lighter. We have the, let me look at my colors here. Powder Pink, which was introduced last year. And actually this is Blushing Bride. Powder Pink. And then we have the new Petal Pink that is coming. So you can see the difference. They're all pretty light, but they are all different. This one almost has a little bit of a yellowish tint to it. I don't know, it's hard to describe. But anyway, even though we're losing Pink Pirouette, we still have plenty of pinks that we can use. So let's start out by scoring at 4 1/4. And for those tuning in for the first time with my Design with Debbie, I do have people stamping with me, so I go a little bit slower so they can keep up. We're going to do the technique first to allow ample time for drying. So I'm going to bring in a paper towel. Now I am using rubbing alcohol for this technique. It's the 70%, just regular old rubbing alcohol that you can buy in any department store. I have it straight without diluting it in a spritzer bottle. And for ink colors, I'm using Perfect Plum and Pink Pirouette. Again, these are retiring. We need a piece of saran wrap, and I scrunched it all up. Make sure there's bumps. And we're also going to be using Memento ink. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually squeeze to get the ink inside of the lid. So you want your ink to pool up. Oh, and by the way, we are going to be able to do that with our new ink pads. You can still squeeze the center like we've been doing, and these pop up, and then you still have the inkwell. So the new ones are still going to work the way that the old ones do. Let's do the same thing with the Pink Pirouette. Hi Patricia. Hi Brina. I think I missed some of you guys. Okay, so now I have my 2 inks. I'm going to lightly spritz my glossy paper with the rubbing alcohol. Make sure it's saturated. Then you're going to bring in the saran wrap. And you're just going to pounce the color, dip and pounce. It's hard to see the pink because it's so light, but you'll see it more when it dries. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the Perfect Plum. And you'll see how it crinkles when you stamp it. Now I'm going to go ahead and just spritz just a little more rubbing alcohol, and it's going to make it spread. Now I did want to show you guys what it looked like without spritzing. It's really pretty. This is with the Perfect Plum and the Tempting Turquoise. But the thing is, you have to stamp the black on top, and it didn't show up as much. So it's neat to use the rubbing alcohol because it lightens it up quite a bit. I also have another card that I had made previously. This one was using Pool Party and the Dapper Denim. And same thing, it lightens it up so that you see the silhouette images quite well. Now I am going to add a little bit more pink. Now that my purple is spreading. And then I'm going to leave this just like that. So as you can see, there's two colors there. I hope you can see the pink. We're going to set this aside to dry just for a little bit. It does dry fast because of the rubbing alcohol. So now we're going to prepare our other layers. So go ahead and fold your pink pirouette in half. And then we're going to glue the Perfect Plum. I did forget to do the inside of my card this time, so I won't be doing that. Now I'm going to bring in the tailored tag punch. And we're going to trim the ends just like that. You've seen me do this before. Now I'm going to actually stamp the white before I cut it. So there's those two. I'll wait to let you guys catch up. So what do you guys think about losing these three colors? Were any of them your favorites? I should say there's four because Dapper Denim is retiring also. Dapper Denim had grown on me the last 2 years. This was actually my favorite blue. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the sentiment. And again, we're going to cut the end. And as we are doing this, the background layer is drying. It dries really rather quickly. See, it's because it's the rubbing alcohol, it's dry already. Isn't that pretty? I hope you can see the pink in there. Now, as far as glossy paper, I use glossy paper a lot to do techniques. So if you don't have any, I would recommend, because I'll be showing some more techniques using the glossy paper. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the little spotted image, and I am using the Dragonfly Dream stamp set. We're using the Dragonfly, the little dots, the sentiment that I just used, and I think that's it, just 3 of the images. So we're going to bring that in, and let me bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. And we're just going to add dots along the bottom. So you can see I'm stamping and it's dry already. Hi, Dave and Ruger. My husband is watching with our dog. Oh, you know what? I had told him I was going to show everybody what Ruger looked like, and I forgot to bring the picture with me. Okay, so that's the bottom all stamped. Now we're actually going to bring in the Dragonfly image. Now you can see that I've used this one a lot. It's quite stained, but it does not affect the stamping ability of my stamp. And this is not stays on ink, because you know that stays on ink can ruin your stamp. So this is Memento ink. Oh, Dave is asking where Ruger's picture. It's right above the TV. Maybe he'll bring it in so I can show you guys what he looks like, because you guys always talk to him, but you have no clue what he looks like yet. I'm going to add the Dragonfly. Let me curl this a little bit. And he's going to come swooping down. Just like that. Now I'm going to bring in my banners. I can hear Dave coming. He's going to bring me a Ruger's picture so I can show you guys what he looks like. So here's the card I made with his picture. So when you say hi to him, this is who you're saying hi to. This is Ruger, our beagle. He's a rescue dog. Isn't he cute? Okay, that was just a timeout. Now we're going to glue the glossy paper in place. And I am going to add a little bit more glue than I normally do, only because it was wet at one time. And the layers can become warped. Press that in place. And now all we have left to do is glue the sentiments, or the sentiment and the banners. And I am going to have another class on Friday. It's Friday Folds. It's that time of the month. Now I'm going to bring this down a little bit lower, and I want it to be a little bit shorter also. And then I'm just going to trim the end off. And the sentiment I'm going to glue down with Stamping Dimensionals. So when you guys try this card out, you can use any color you want, but I would stay away from the very dark colors, because you do want the black silhouette images to peek through. So if you don't have the Dragonfly stamp set, just use something else, you know. And I forgot to say that this stamp set is carrying over into the new catalog. And lastly, we need to add some jewels. Whoops. Oh, there it is. I lost it and it was stuck on my finger. So are you guys getting anxious to see the new catalog? For those of you that are my customers, they should reach you mid-May. I ordered them all. Okay, that's my card for tonight. Let me bring in the other one so you can see the difference in colors. And then this was the one that I had made previously for another class. So as you can see, the background on this was very dark and the black wouldn't show up as much. So anyway, I thank you for joining me tonight. I thank those of you that share my video. I love that you share. That really helps me a lot. And thanks for all the likes. And another tip, when the video is done, it's going to ask you if you want to follow. If you actually click on follow, you'll be notified when my videos come up. So that's always a good thing for you to do. Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. I'll see you on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night.